welcome to Marni's bar and Marni's attempt at making a mixed drink. If you saw the St. Patty's, no, it was the Dry January episode, our very first one, where we made a mocktail. Well, I am not making a mocktail. That mocktail was pretty bad. It wasn't great, but I'm going to try to make a cocktail. So I was thinking about what I could do to be a nice compliment to Justin Gillen's love and how he plays the blues. And I had the brilliant idea of, if you were to throw maybe a blues themed party at your house, blues music, I'm going to be a mixologist for a brief amount of time, and I'm going to make a mixed drink called Riddim and Blues. And then I'm going to, later on, I will make some blues appetizers you could associate with blues music that people would enjoy while listening to blues music. So if you were to have a blues music themed party, which would be kind of cool, Boston Barrel House has that nice bar in the back, sort of like kind of fancy, downstairs, and I thought that would be cool, like if they had a blues band playing and, you know, like an event night, like that would be really fun. So you're gonna struggle with me, you're gonna struggle to watch, but I'm gonna struggle through this. So I'm actually gonna measure some of this stuff, and I thought it'd be fun and probably funny for you to see me measuring all this stuff. And I'm going to be putting the ounces in shot glasses so that I can then pour and put everything that needs to go into the shaker, because I don't have the measuring tool. I'm really not, this is not my thing, but I'm going to try. It's exposure therapy. So this is a shaker, so I know I can put my my ice and a couple parts of the drink in this guy. So I'm going to struggle to squeeze because I don't have a juicer. So I'm going to struggle to squeeze. I might not even put this part in there. We'll have to see. So I'm going to get my fresh grapefruit juice. So I love grapefruit. I used to not as a kid, but as I got a little older, I like the tart and sweetness of it. So I'm going to do my best to squeeze. You need about 2 ounces of grapefruit juice. So I have my little measuring. I don't know. I might actually use a double shot glass because it'll probably be easier to squeeze the juice in. So I'm going to make my unit ounces. There we go. And then I'm going to hit tab so that it goes to 0 and doesn't take in the measurement of the shot. I'm going to make a mess of my scale here. I do think initially, until you get very good at drinking, well, making drinks, I shouldn't say drinking, before you get good at it, making drinks, being on the road to being a very homeschooled mixologist, definitely measure according to how it's written in the ingredients, because if you put too much of one or not enough another, it's not going to taste good. So, and then as you get better and can eyeball a little bit with the mixed drinks anyway, and you have that little measuring tool, so that's okay too. But for now, this is going to take forever. But at least you know I tried, and I did it, and it's going to be wonderful. So, you need your grapefruit juice. I know there's that big juicer, I just don't have it. So, I do know. I'm fully aware. I am fully aware that this is not the route to go. But, this is how I'm doing it, because that's you know, I'm trying not to spend too much money. And I'm sure juice, I just didn't even really think about it until after I'd already gone to the food store. I was just, in my mind, I had envisioned me squeezing the grapefruit into because I forgot about that juicer thing, and that's a Marni moment. I forgot about it because I was like, how am I going to get the grapefruit juice out? And then, so in my mind, I was like, well, I guess I'm going to be squeezing some grapefruits. So, but that is a definite Marni moment because I did forget about the juicer. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's what that's for. And that would be a good kitchen hack because if they really work. I assume they work because they're all over the place and everybody finds them. Okay, so this is the 2 ounces of grapefruit juice. The recipe calls for 1.5 ounces of white rum, 0.75 ounces of Blue Curacao, but I don't know if I'm quite going to measure that. I might. 2 dashes of orange bitters, and the apple syrup. If you were lucky enough to see me make the apple syrup, and you only need 1 ounce of that. So you're going to take your grapefruit juice, which is this guy. You're going to take your white rum, and you're going to take your apple syrup, and we made our own. And you're going to put it in the shaker with some ice, and then you're going to shake it. And then you're going to add your Blue Curacao, a little bit of Sprite, and some orange bitters. Is 2 dashes of these guys. So I looked up how many ounces in a shot, and it said typically it's anywhere from 1 to 1.5. So depending on if you're lucky enough to be somewhere that it's 1.5 ounces as opposed to 1. So I'm going to do, because I'm not an eyeballer, and again I don't have that little tool, so I'm going to measure it on my scale. Okay, so if you get as close to the top, that's 1.5 ounces. So that's what's in a shot. All right, so I got 1.5 ounces of my rum. Then, what did I say? 1 ounce of that apple syrup. I'm going to use my Navy glass for the apple syrup because my Navy shot glass. We went to, I try to get, that's what I do. I try to get like shot glasses or magnets. I was also thinking about getting patches for all the places we travel and putting, like decorating something with it. But I always get shot glasses, sometimes magnets, but I do always get shot glasses. All right. So, this you only need 1 ounce of. It's not messy to pour. Ooh, it is a little. Ooh, it is syrupy though. I'm excited. Okay, look, it's sticky, as syrup should be. So. I thought that would be a nice way to show you how to measure in case you didn't know and didn't have that handy dandy tool. It's like a silver metal. It's got like a smaller shot on one side, I guess is 1. I don't know if it's like 1 ounce and 2 ounces, or I think that's what it is. But again, in the interest of time, because I really wanted to do this, because we're gonna post Justin's show this week, so I really wanted to do this for you guys, so in my haste. But again, it's always fun to do stuff without the proper tools, so that when you have the proper tools, it goes so much smoother, and you're like, ah, that's why we have those proper tools. I'm gonna put the syrup back in my fridge. I'm gonna take my Sprite out now because I'll need that. Okay, I'm excited. I hope this tastes better than the other one. So I brought my ice down. So I'm gonna put my ice. thought that that would happen. So I brought my ice down. I had a feeling it was going to stick to the glass. I was like, oh, that's a good idea, Marni. I'm full of them, right? I don't have an ice cube tray down here. That would be the smartest thing to do. You have to forgive me. Alright, so a little bit of ice. And I'm going to pour the grapefruit juice in. I'm going to pour in the white rum. And I'm going to pour in the apple syrup. And I'm going to shake. Not a lot. Like 5 seconds this second. I don't know if that was 5 seconds. I'm going to put in my 2 dashes of bitters. And I'm going to shake that too. Okay. I don't know. That looks like a dash to me. If that's not a dash, I apologize. Again. Food dashes. And I'm going to shake it a little bit more. And I don't have the garnish. So I'm going to get my fancy independent, shout out to Independent Brewery for a change. I'm going to, for those breweries that shall remain nameless, tonight I have my independent glass. So now I'm going to pour this in there, hopefully, and not make a mess. Ooh, that looks good. I'm going to put a little bit of Blue Curacao. Actually, I'm not going to mix with this. It probably would be like that. Maybe a little more. So put that in there. A little bit of lemon lime soda, such as Sprite. Put just a little bit. Okay. I think that's everything. I'm going to give it a stir with my knife. Now you can garnish this with, it said dried citrus and some mint. I know how much Rob loves mint. But I did not have my mint, and I'm not going to garnish it. But I'm going to take a sip, and I'm going to see. And I'm going to wish you a cheers. And we're going to see how it tastes. Let's see. I'm excited. Ooh, that's yummy. That's really yummy. Oh, and you can taste the spice. So the apple syrup has cloves. The recipe called for a cinnamon stick and 2 cloves. And you can definitely taste that. I would think homemade apple syrup would be much better than not homemade apple syrup, because it's probably more fragrant and aromatic tasting than if you buy it from the store already pre-made. So yeah, that's definitely yummy. Cheers. I'm excited. So you can enjoy this drink with some tangy and savory foods. In a couple days I will be posting some appetizers that would be a nice pairing with this drink and for your blues themed evening. But this is called Riddim and Blues, and I hope you enjoy. I hope you try, and I hope you enjoy. Put the recipe down, down below, and enjoy and have a good night. Thank you. Cheers. Oh, and it's a blue drink, so I thought that would be perfect.